Well, today we thought, yeah, maybe we'll go to Leeds, but this hasn't happened, so we're yet again in Bedford. Well, hi everyone. I'm Eugene and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how street photography can actually make you good friends. I'm a street photographer. I specialize, I suppose, in portraits. And through my channel, I'm hoping to answer many of the questions that I had when I first started in street photography. There were lots of people that were on YouTube, they were doing reviews, they were selling lots and lots of gear. Um, I didn't want that. I had more questions. So, well, sit back, relax, and let's get into street photography and making friends. Now, if this is your first visit here, every video will cover different aspects of street photography. I do feel, and I did mention it a second ago, but I do feel that I do need to point out that I don't do reviews. There are some amazing people on YouTube who do reviews, and I actually bought a lot of stuff through watching their reviews and then clicking on their affiliate links. I don't do any of that. I don't sell anything. I don't ask for gear from any of the manufacturers. All I will be doing is giving you guidance and advice on what I've learned about street photography. So today's topic is one that's really close to my heart, and it's how street photography actually helped me to not only meet amazing people and get photographs of them, but also to make some really, really great friends. And all of this was done through street photography. Now, when I first picked up a camera, all I really was hoping to do was just to capture some really cool, candid moments out on the streets. What has surprised me is over the last 6 or 7 years, I didn't expect to meet so many genuine people, make wonderful connections all along the way, and have time with them, learning their life story and getting some amazing portraits of them. Now, street photography, it gives you a reason to meet people, to talk to people, complete strangers that you've never ever met before. I'll be honest, 90% of my photography is taken in and around my hometown of Bedford. The other 10%, well, it's certainly less than 20 miles away from where I live, maybe Hemel Hempstead or Northampton, no more than a 30-minute drive away. What I'm trying to say is you do not have to travel miles like so many photographers seem to do on YouTube. So I suppose the first question is, how do I work the streets for street photography? Well, what I tend to do is, first of all, is make sure that people know I am there. I take control of my space. I hold the camera up to my eyes. It's not a small camera. It's a Fuji, and it has a fairly large lens on there. So basically, I do not hide the fact that I'm out there taking photographs. I don't shoot stealthily, I suppose. My camera, it acts like a bridge. The camera helps me to connect with people. I use it to break the ice by talking to them and telling them what I'm doing. A simple good morning, how are you today? It opens up conversations. And over the years, some of the people that I've met have even become friends. I've met market traders who've told me about their lives, their life stories, musicians who've let me photograph them during their performances. One even commissioned me to produce a marketing portfolio for them. Then there's been the meetings with fellow photographers who we've bumped into each other, and we've had spontaneous photo walks. So, in other words, I tend to find that street photography is absolutely fantastic. The one thing that I have found is that photography is an international language. I suppose one of the coolest things is you don't even need to speak the same language. There have been times when I've connected with people who don't even speak English at all. Just a smile, a nod, a point to the camera, and then make sure you show them the portrait that you've just taken of them. There is a moment of connection, even though we didn't speak the same language. Now, make sure you've got a pad and a pencil to get their email address. Make sure you send them the photo. And the silly thing is that sometimes these moments they can turn into longer connections. I've got one person who comes over every single year to this country, and they make a point of coming to Bedford, and we meet up and we have a cup of coffee. So yeah. Now let's not forget the power of online communities. It doesn't just mean that you're meeting people in the street. You can meet them online. Street photography, it can open doors to a whole new online world for you. Platforms like Instagram, Flickr, they'll introduce you to photographers from all over the world. You can also get help, guidance, support, advice on there. And the other nice thing is you can actually find other local street photographers and you can meet up, have a cup of coffee, and go for a photo shoot together. Online, great. Let's talk about a shared passion. Street photography, it attracts such a wide range of people. I've met people that have retired and they use street photography to stay active, to get them walking. Students documenting the city vibe. And then you've got the professionals that I've met at the weekends, and they use street photography to escape their day jobs. They hit the streets, camera in hand. It truly is a shared passion that brings people together. So, street photography, it's more than just photos. What started as a hobby for me turned into something bigger, much, much bigger, if I'm being absolutely honest. Over the years, my style of photos has evolved. I now get commercial work from people who like my gritty vintage look. I've grown as a photographer. But even more than that, I've met incredible people who have added much to my life. So if you're already into street photography or you're thinking about giving it a shot, just remember it's not all about the images that you take. It's about the people that you meet, the chats that you have, the stories that you hear, and most importantly, the friendships that you will build over years together. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit the subscription button, and please feel free to share with me your own photographic stories in the comments below. I'd really love to hear them. Catch you in the next video. Bye.